I remember an Ash Wednesday some years ago. I walked out of the church with ashes on my forehead, but my heart felt even heavier than the dust on my skin. I was carrying a grudge against someone who had hurt me. The anger had been quietly burning inside me for weeks. That ash on my forehead suddenly felt like a spiritual map. It was as if God was saying, "You are here, but this is not where you belong." In that moment I realized I had wandered into a distant country of my own making, a place of pride, bitterness, and wounded ego. Like the younger son in today's gospel, I needed to come to myself. Sometimes we treat Lent like a spiritual competition: give up sweets, fast more, pray more, do more. But the gospel today reveals something deeper. Lent is not mainly about giving things up, it is about waking up. The younger son lost more than money. He lost his sense of belonging. He began to believe he was no longer a son but only someone who must work to survive. That is why, as he walked home, he practiced a speech: "Father, I am no longer worthy to be called your son, treat me like one of your hired servants." Many of us carry the same misunderstanding about God. We think we must earn our way back. We think our fasting, prayers, and sacrifices will somehow pay God back for our mistakes. But look carefully at what the Father does. Before the Son can finish his speech, the Father interrupts him. He does not allow the Son to ask to become a servant. Instead he calls out immediately, "Bring the best robe, put a ring on his finger, sandals on his feet, prepare the feast." Grace moves faster than guilt. As Ambrose of Milan once reflected, God does not wait for the confession of the mouth, his mercy runs ahead of it. Grace is not the reward at the end of our effort. Grace is the love that lifts us up and restores us. Yet the story is not finished. Jesus introduces another character, the older brother. He refuses to enter the celebration. Instead of saying, "My brother," he says, "This son of yours." He believes he has obeyed everything. But his refusal to forgive reveals something deeper. Though he stayed near the house, his heart is far from the Father. Sometimes we may recognize ourselves in him. Our Lent may seem successful. We fasted, prayed, and kept the rules. But if our hearts become harsh toward others, we may be standing outside the house while the feast is happening inside. John Chrysostom warned that fasting from food is useless if we consume one another with judgment. So today the gospel invites us to look honestly at our hearts. Are our hands clenched like the older brothers, holding tightly to our grievances and our sense of fairness? Or are they empty like the younger sons, ready to receive mercy? The father in the parable never stops loving either son. He runs to meet the one who returns in shame, and he goes out to plead with the one who stands outside in anger. That is the heart of God. The door of the Father's house is always open. The porch light is always on. The feast of mercy is always being prepared. The only thing that can keep us outside is our refusal to accept forgiveness or our refusal to offer it. Come home. The Father is already running to meet you.